Disclaimer: we are unqualified and unapologetic. We are not professionals, just married. Take what works, leave what doesn't. Let's do this.
Sessions and lessons unscripted. Oh yeah. Where the groove gets lifted. Ooh, don't miss it. Clap your hands, lean in. We're gifted.
Hello, everybody. It's Joel. The look on my co-host's face, was that too loud?
A little bit. It rung a little bit too much in my ears, but yes.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bust your eardrums.
Ooh.
Hey, guys. This is Joel, your host here at Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. Welcome, as always, across from me here at the lovely Unscripted Studios is Gloria Rosario.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Hi, Gloria.
Hello.
How are you?
Tired.
Me too. It's been a long week, long day.
Long weekend.
Yeah, but I want my weekends to be long.
That's true.
Yeah. I like my weekends.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, who doesn't? I'm sure everyone out there loves their weekends.
Unless they have to work.
Yeah. I don't like working on weekends.
Me neither.
Don't say that too loud, because then...
Your ears might burst.
So, Gloria, how have you been? Like, tell everybody out there listening how have you been doing?
Okay, I guess I have my days, my moments, but other than that, I'm pretty much almost back to normal, I guess.
That's really good. It's like I told you before. I think you're doing really great, and it's understandable if you're not, you have your off days or whatever. But I mean, I'm glad that you're doing well. That you're not, you're moving on, I guess.
Maybe not moving on because I'm always going to carry stuff inside of me, but I am coping with things a lot better in the recent days past, so.
Have you still been a hermit?
Yes and no. I still haven't called anybody back.
You're just waiting for them to call you.
No. I just, I'll get to it. But, yeah, I mean, I've been social with family, at least,
Well, we just finished visiting family.
Yes, it was a good time today.
It's always a good time hanging out with them. They're cool to hang out with.
Yeah, and my niece and my nephew are just, I can't get enough of them.
Especially the little girl. That girl is something else.
She's a sassy little firecracker, and my nephew just has these moments of mic drops, just, I love them both.
So, kind of a funny story today. I don't know if I should tell this story, but so we visit I visit the brother-in-law, sister-in-law. They got two children, boy and a girl, and like Gloria just said, the girl's just, she's something else. I mean, I think she's gonna make her parents millionaires or something, because she's gonna be into acting, modeling, something. And the boy is just your typical little boy, bouncing all over the place.
Yeah, but he's super smart, though.
He is a very smart kid, very talented too. He likes to draw and stuff, and
he does sculptures. Like,
yeah, he's starting to sculpt things. It's like, what kid does that? Like,
yeah.
I want to sculpt something. Okay, cool. So, anyways, this kid we were, just sitting around talking, whatever. And this kid, unassuming, right? Like, he walks in with a bottle of water, and he's drinking this bottle of water, and his dad freaks out, like, what are you doing? Like, why are you drinking that? And I'm kind of like, it's water. So it turned out that it was water, but he works out and stuff. So it was like some kind of prep thing he made with like, I don't know, different kind of supplements or something that he puts in it. And this
It's basically a pre-workout.
like a pre-workout or something
Yeah.
that gives you energy. And this kid does not need more energy.
No, he does not.
So they both kind of looked like, oh my goodness, this kid's gonna just be through the roof. And I just thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah. And we got to see my niece's costume for Halloween.
Explain to me who was this supposed to be? I'm not well. It's a Disney thing, right?
No, that
I don't even know what it is.
with the demon slayers and
Oh my gosh, that thing with the
Yeah.
music.
yes,
I will say some of the music is pretty good
it
though.
is catchy.
It is. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
But kids go crazy for that show.
yeah, my brother
Right?
put the movie on and the kids were like dancing
Singing
and sticking
along.
and word for word.
Yeah. But yeah, I have no idea who the heck she was supposed to be. I thought it was some new Disney princess or something.
No,
But yeah, I don't think her dad liked the costume too much.
it's a demon slayer of some sort.
But yeah, it's and he was making jokes about how kids, and this is very true. I never really thought about it. What happens every year? I mean, Halloween is usually cooler out or rainy or whatever. Kids always have coats on
Over their
over their costumes. They're like, it doesn't matter anyway. You're gonna have a coat on. And it's like I started to laugh because it's true. Like
I never
really
that.
thought about it. Like, put your coat on. It's like, what? I'm gonna cover my costume. I remember what. Tell me, what was your favorite costume? Or well, I know you guys didn't really trick or treat, right? Or did you? Or did you behind your mom's back?
Behind my mom's back, we trick or treated.
Okay, so what was your favorite costume?
So because we didn't celebrate Halloween because of my mom's religious beliefs, one year I couldn't participate in the parties either. Like if the class, you know how like
Well, you couldn't participate in any parties, right?
well, yes, school parties if they were like just generalized, yes. But if it was like a Christmas party, a birthday party, Halloween party, anything to do with like holidays was a big no-no. So every year for Halloween, like when all my classmates would be like dressed up in their little outfits, having cupcakes and you know all the little treats that they used to allow back in our days. And I would have to go sit in the library and I would read books or they would have
Oh, like all your friends were like partying.
yeah, and my friends were always like, "Why can't you stay?" I was like, "Oh, I wish I could." So one year my teacher felt bad. She's like, "This is so unfair. You know, just stay. You're not I'm not going to tell your mom. Nobody's going to tell your mom. Just stay."
That was cool.
Yeah, so I was like, "Okay." This was the day before the Halloween party and I didn't want to show up without a costume, but again, I was like a little kid.
Let me guess, you put a sheet over your head.
I did, and I cut holes. I was like, "Oh, you're supposed to be a scary yellow ghost."
Whatever works.
And the sheets weren't even white; they were like yellow. Like they were yellow, and they had like little outlines of like flowers on it and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. I was just so excited and so happy to be sharing like the time with my little classmates and friends and you know that was cool. So from then on the teachers are like, "We're not going to tell your mom. If you don't say anything to your mom, she's not going to find out, so just stay with the parties." So that was probably the only Halloween costume that I ever got to wear to school.
What about outside of school?
Pretty much the same thing. I would just take a sheet and just, you know, 2 holes.
Well, we didn't. We didn't celebrate Halloween really. I want to say I remember maybe 2 or 3 times going trick or treating when I was a kid, and that was because my cousins were allowed to go,
Yeah.
and we were allowed to hang out with them. So I remember one year I was Gene Simmons from Kiss. The other year I don't know, you old heads out there probably remember Battlestar Galactica,
Hmm.
like the old school one.
Right.
I was one of the robots from Battlestar Galactica, and there was one other one, and I don't remember what it was. I think it was a GI Joe or something.
Was it really?
And then, yeah, that was it.
I mean, I was an adult. I enjoy Halloween. Maybe, well, I was just saying that, I'm not in a very cheerful mood lately. Um, so I don't feel like decorating for Christmas and Thanksgiving and, the stuff that I usually pull out from the basement is still in the basement at this point.
Yeah,
Halloween is in what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks at this point?
I don't
Two
know.
weeks. Yeah, it's in 2 weeks. And I haven't decorated. And I kind of feel like, I'm not into it this year. So
Yeah, I mean that is what it is.
yeah. But I still am gonna dress up. So we'll see.
Yeah, what was it last year?
Yeah.
Uh, so last year Gloria was a sloth.
Mm-hmm.
She found this cool like sloth costume,
Yeah.
and then I was Kingpin from Spider-Man
Mm-hmm.
Marvel
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool.
because I'm already a big bald guy. So it's like just throw a suit on and
Yeah.
I'm Kingpin. So yeah, I get the whole thing with like not we kind of went through that last year, right? Because we had the fire and all that other stuff. I mean, we didn't really want to decorate anything, and it's funny we're talking about that now because that's kind of the subject we want to touch on today. We were talking about not that per se, but uh kind of depression and that kind of thing, and in particular high functioning depression, which is it's a thing, isn't it?
Yes, I've actually been diagnosed previously, a while ago, with high functioning depression.
You know, I've been diagnosed with mixed. It's called mixed anxiety and depression disorder, and during my whole diagnosis with my mental issues and stuff like that, I had to stop going and getting treated. I got I got far enough where I started taking medications for my uh, my diagnosis.
Right.
But I'm currently working on getting more therapy and talking to a doctor to see if I should probably be on something else. Because I think I have issues that haven't been diagnosed yet. Like for example, I suffer from OCD. I suffer from. I would also say that I suffer from high functioning depression. I mean, and it's funny too because we were talking about the whole like what is it, the changing your mindset and life coaching stuff and life stuff, and I was telling Gloria in conversation that all of that is all well and fine and I get it and all that stuff, but sometimes I think there's a little bit of a hurdle, I guess, if when you have clinical depression or clinical mental issues.
Right.
Like I'm not, and trust me, I'm not one to make excuses or anything like that, and I don't want to use it as an excuse not to do stuff or attempt to make my life better or whatever, but I want to, you know, just to me I think some some people kind of overlook the mental health part of it.
Yeah.
Like you can someone that has depression, you could, and you know one thing that really irks me and irritates me, and let me get you, what is that? You know what I'm going to get at right now, right? One thing that people say when you have depression.
Just smile.
Yes.
Just
That
get happy.
just what do you have to be depressed about?
I've actually had that conversation with a relative before.
Hmm.
I was opening up and telling them, I'm not doing so good. What do you have to be depressed about? You have a house, husband, your bills are paid. What do you have to be stressed out about?
And I get what they're saying.
I
I
understand.
get it, but
It doesn't work like that.
no.
I told her, I was like, do you think I get up in the morning and decide like, oh, I feel like being depressed today?
Mm-hmm.
I have a choice to be happy or depressed. What do you think I'm going to choose if I had like the power to change that within me? Obviously, I'm going to choose to be happy. But like I said, it runs in my family really deep. I believe on both sides of the family. Um and it's difficult. Like it's in me.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I'm broken and I'm never going to be happy or I don't have any happiness in my life because that's not the case. It's just being high functioning and having depression and trying to heal works against each other.
Mm,
Because people think that because you're depressed and you're still working, still smiling, still conversing with people, still being social, that you're not depressed.
mhm.
And the thing about high functioning depression is like it's called high functioning because you're able to maintain your job, maintain your responsibilities, but you're miserable,
Right.
underneath everything. You're tired, your body's just not wanting to cooperate.
And I don't expect anyone to like feel sorry for me,
No.
right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So, but I also, and I try to live. One of the things I try to live by is I try to see myself in other people's shoes, right?
Right.
I try not to judge. I try not to make assumptions or anything like that. I try to see myself in their shoes. And I think a lot of times, more times than not, people don't do that. They
No.
don't think, oh, this guy, what does he have to be depressed about? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, but you don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I'm going through right now. You can't just dismiss it. And to me, that's a very kind of dismissive attitude. And I think that just hurts things instead of helps them.
I'm going to sound real bitchy saying this,
Mm,
and it's not directed to you, but you can't expect other people to always be understanding of your situation because if they've never gone through it, they don't know what you're going through.
right.
So some people are oblivious, and let's be honest, some people don't give two craps about how you're feeling or what's going on in your life.
True.
You know, nobody owes you that.
Mm,
You know, so you kind of have to learn to work around that. You know, and it's hard. Because it's like you have your chemistry fighting against what you know you should be doing,
hmm
and your body wants to do things, and your mind wants to do things, but the chemicals in your brain just they're not cooperating.
Yeah,
And people don't always understand that. They confuse it with being lazy or being unorganized or just, oh, you're just
that's
making excuses.
yeah, that's very true.
Because I was like, I know you've noticed that I've been like super tired lately, you
Yes.
know, and my sleeping patterns are off.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm anxious and, you look up the symptoms and they're right there. Social withdrawal,
hmm
right? There's feelings of hopelessness and not being worthy of things and.
And then concentrating becomes difficult,
Right.
and making decisions like you're always indecisive, guilty,
Yep.
and then you are having lack of motivation and reduced energy, which is yes and yes.
Right. And then you have the persistent mood and sadness and mood swings. And again, it's your chemistry working against you.
Right, exactly, working against you.
Right.
And people don't seem to understand that.
No, they don't. But it's not up to other people to baby you. You
This
have
is
to
true.
you have to be in the mindset of, okay, this is not conducive to my goals. This is not leading me to where I need to be.
Mm-hmm.
So it's up to you to make the decision to reach out to someone, professionally, especially if you can. And if not, try to look for some other alternative
And
things.
and also I'd like to add too, like if you know someone that is exhibiting any of those symptoms or something seems off, ask them about it. See how they're doing. If they want to, share what's going on with themselves and you want to offer them some help or tell them, hey, maybe you should go see a doctor about that. Or, hey, maybe, maybe you should go seek therapy or, you know what I'm saying? Like give them some sort of helping hand.
Yeah, it's difficult, and again, a lot of the times people say, "Oh, just smile. Just keep busy. Just
Yeah.
do
Oh,
what
keep
makes you
busy.
happy."
Yeah, keep
And
busy
it's
is
like
another one.
that's the problem. The problem is that I am busy, but I have underlying symptoms and things going on, underneath
Right.
things. So I guess this, as the saying goes, don't judge a book by its cover.
Right. You don't know what's going on.
No. And see, part of my thing is, and it's sometimes it's associated with this type of depression,
Hmm.
um substance abuse for high functioning people with depression.
Yeah, that comes into play a lot.
It does.
Yeah.
Hello, classic right here.
Yeah.
Um actually I was diagnosed pre uh I was diagnosed at a really young age
Hmm.
with depression. And then as I got older and, got more vocal and verbal and was able to communicate how I was feeling, um, they're like, "Oh, you're high functioning depressed." And I was like, "Ugh, whatever." And a lot of the times because you're trying to soothe yourself, what happens? You look for alternative
Hmm.
um substances, alcohol, anything to kind of try to fill that void.
Right.
And that's the category that I fell into. And a lot of times when people have high functioning depression, they become high functioning drug addicts or drug users. And
Yes.
that's what happened to me. You know, um, I've said this before. I've never really fully talked about my story. Eventually I will open up about that later on, but um I was looking for ways to not feel anything because I felt everything and nothing at once, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, and I just wanted to quiet myself and my thinking and all that. And that's how it started. It started with a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Hmm.
You reach your tolerance or you're looking for something else. And before you know it, you're not necessarily, well, I was an addict. I mean, like I said, I never committed crimes or did anything dirty to get anything, you know, again, because I'm high functioning. I was able to maintain a job, able to work overtime
Right.
to supply my habit. And that became an issue.
Well, I've never leaned on any kind of substances. Like I never smoked and never drink. Well, never gotten addicted
Drunk.
to drinking. So, well, my thing was mainly food because I'm a huge stress eater. Uh, but yeah, I mean, a lot of the causes uh, of high functioning depression, which it's a known thing. It's something that's diagnosed, but there's no exact causes because it's kind of all over the place because it can include like with yourself as genetics
Mm-hmm.
or biology. In my case, it's stressful life events and some experiences when I was younger. Uh, it also could be just personality traits, that you have. And yeah, I mean, it's not an easy thing to deal with.
It's not.
And people like on the out, I've always said that I'm like like a clown, right? Happy on the outside and sad on the inside. That's kind of a good way to
Put it.
describe it.
Yeah.
And I mean, the main part is to try to get treated.
Yeah, it's hard to get treatment if you don't communicate your issues.
Hmm.
You know, I didn't want to accept that I was using drugs to kind of soothe myself.
Hmm.
And I was deep into things, and you don't realize because you're already in a brain fog because of your depression,
Right.
right? And then when you add substances to that and alcohol and other stimulants, you're not thinking correctly. Like
Right.
you think enough to make daily decisions and, work and all of that stuff, but you're not necessarily 100% clear in mind.
Right.
And that's kind of dangerous too,
Mhm.
when you're not thinking clearly.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Like, it's a shame because some people get so, and I mean, high functioning obviously it means that you can function. Go through, you go to work, you get up, go to work, go to the grocery store, come home, cook dinner, whatever. Everything is quote unquote normal, but there's that underlying like I was
Right.
rot came to mind right away, but it's on all outside appearances everything seems fine,
Yeah.
but it really isn't.
No, it's not.
But it's interesting because I mean it is up to the individual to kind of like myself. I'll speak for myself. I don't want to speak for anyone. I know I have issues, and and thankfully they're not debilitating. And I can't imagine that you get so much despair and so depressed that it affects your job. It affects. I mean, I've heard and known of people that, I mean, they end up locking themselves up basically because they can't function.
Yeah.
And that's really sad. I mean, and of course, then people turn to despair, and it just gets, you just fall into this black hole that you don't think you can get out of.
Yeah.
And it is something you can get out of, but it's something you need to take care of.
Definitely, because the longer you let it go,
It gets worse.
it gets worse, but normal, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it
You're high
becomes your
functioning.
thing. Yeah,
Right. It just becomes part of your routine.
right.
And unless you get diagnosed with a specialist, social worker, psychiatrist, doctor, whatever,
Hmm.
it goes undiagnosed. And like I said, a lot of people just say, oh, she's lazy. Oh, she just doesn't want to do anything. She's always sleeping. No. It,
Which is not to make light of this, but I do like to sleep.
I do. I wish I was sleeping right now.
Well, soon enough. Okay,
Okay.
calm down, lady.
No,
Yeah, she loves to take her naps.
I do.
But speaking of, the funny thing about that is once she gets up, her new cat likes to steal her spot. And then I love it because Gloria can't go back to bed. She has to stay up now because the cat's like, nope.
This is my spot.
Yep.
Yep.
Mama gets it all nice and warm for her. She gets out and that's it. No more, mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's a struggle for sure. I know I struggle with it still, and sometimes and I get that people aren't. I shouldn't expect anyone to babysit me or like walk on eggshells or anything like that.
Right.
But would you say, does it annoy you at all, or anything when people don't aren't empathetic or show any kind of empathy or anything like that?
Me personally, no,
Why is that?
because I don't expect people to have compassion for me.
Mm,
You know, although I am a very compassionate person,
right,
um, not everybody is like that.
right.
And like I said before, it's not other people's responsibility to walk on eggshells because I'm not, you know, functioning
Hmm.
at a normal, rate. So no, it doesn't bother me. I guess what bothers me is when people start to give you the advice like, "Oh, maybe you should go outside more, exercise more." While those things help, you know,
Hmm.
um sometimes not even walking or exercising is going to be able to fix the mental issues that you have because they're mental issues.
Right, exactly. It's in your chemistry.
Right. If it's in your chemistry, you're going to have to work really hard to get rid of depression
Mm.
because it's in your genes, it's like in you, you
Would
know.
would you say some would argue that that's a bunch of crap, bunch of BS?
Yeah, I've heard that before. People have told me that before and I was like, "Okay, well, you don't have to believe in what I'm telling you."
Like
Or
you being depressed, or like you not having the, like, oh, that's BS. You could just change the way you think about stuff, or like depression doesn't exist really.
right. I've had people tell me if you pray and become closer to God, you'll be cured. What?
Uh-huh.
That doesn't make sense to me. And again, I'm not a very religious person to begin with, but
Well, in the same kind of vein, it's like just think positive thoughts, or tell yourself, you know
it's okay.
everything's good in the
Right.
mirror every morning. Like it doesn't matter,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's I guess the bottom line is, if you feel like you're depressed or high functioning depression, I mean, you gotta go to a doctor. You gotta go see a therapist. You gotta, you know, pinpoint what's wrong, and then start the treatment.
Do not Google symptoms, please.
Yeah, I stopped doing that a long time ago. I swear, I
Do you know how
swear.
many times I almost died from typhoid?
Oh my goodness. I thought I was gonna be losing limbs, you know.
Oh man.
Yeah, don't go to the internet for advice,
No.
please. Well, you can get information off of the internet for sure,
Yeah.
but don't look for solutions like, yeah, cuz you go to look for why do I have this minor pain in my right side of my chest? And right away you think you're going to be, in a box a week later.
Right. Yeah. So stay away from Google. Go out there, look for your therapist, talk to social workers, talk to friends, talk to other people.
Hmm.
You never know who might be able to help you.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Hmm?
but see, I get, you don't expect people to, like, whatever, have feel sorry for you, or empathy or whatever. But like I said, if you see somebody that you know that you're close to, or I mean, you don't even have to really be close to them. Like, say, like a coworker, or like whatever.
Hmm.
You just all you gotta do is ask them, "Hey, how are you doing?
Right.
Are you okay? Is everything good?"
Check on your people. You know,
That's it.
sometimes all it takes to get somebody out of a funk
To
is to,
show that you care,
right. And hey, I know you don't like to talk about your feelings, but I'm here if you need me.
right?
That's all you have to say. I'm here.
Would you say it's harder to find that nowadays though? Because there's not a lot of genuine people, right?
I don't think that it's any easier or harder. I just think that if you don't have anybody in your circle or around you that cares about you, or you feel like they don't care about you enough to assist you,
Hmm.
you have to put the work in to find what's gonna work personally for you.
Right.
Because, you know, if you're having depression and, you know, you're using drugs or food to soothe yourself, you're not fixing your situation.
And you're making it worse,
You're
really.
making it worse for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes you're so depressed and so just out of it that you don't realize, you know, damn, I have this, you know,
Mm.
that, and again, that's what happened to me,
Right.
you know. So I don't know. Look for friends. Talk to people's. Talk to people. Ask around. Read a book. You know, just
I mean,
anything.
and we kind of joked around a little bit about Google, but you can jump on Google and find resources.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, sometimes, I mean, remember forums and that, like, I'm,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's like groups out there that you can join, like on Facebook or whatever social media, right?
Yeah.
And find people that are kind of like minded and going through the same thing you're going through.
Yeah. Again, you have to put the work in to find those people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't just magically, you know, knock on your door.
Well, maybe they will sometimes.
Sometimes, yes.
It'll be like an angel being sent to you. It can happen.
Sure.
Stop it.
No,
Stop it, lady.
absolutely not.
No, but I know for myself, a lot of my. I'll go into my. I mean, I know we kind of keep saying it, but I mean, there's a lot to go through. I know for myself, it's a lot of like childhood stuff, and that just compounded over the years. And I couldn't even tell you when I finally decided to go. I think it's after I met you, right?
Yeah.
So that just shows you how long it's been.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm way long overdue. And even now, like, it was unfinished. So it's like we just took care of one little thing and that was the end of it.
Yeah.
And then I admittedly and I let life get in the way, right? Quote
Yeah.
unquote. So, I mean, it's on me. I mean, I know I recognize the problem. I know there's a problem. I just gotta fix it now, right?
Yeah.
And I'm very, very, very fortunate and grateful and lucky to have family and people that will support me and is there for me. You can't believe how grateful I am for Gloria, and she's she's not only my wife, but she's like my best friend. She gives me advice. She helps me. You know, she sees when I'm not feeling great, and then you know, obviously she cares. She, you know, I appreciate her so much, and hopefully you guys out there have someone that you like that.
Yeah. You know, and again, Joel's the same thing for me. You know, um, I honestly didn't think that I would ever connect with somebody the way that I did just because, you know, my mentality hasn't always been get married and just, you know, have a foundation.
Hmm.
But if your family can't help you, look for your own family. Family
Yeah,
doesn't necessarily have to be friends. It doesn't have to be, well, the friends don't have to be friends. I'm sorry.
words.
Words. No, you know, family isn't always blood. You know,
Right.
make your own little tribe. You know, find your little tribe, build on that, build your own little community,
Mm.
you know, and do what you have to do to make yourself feel better because you have to put in the work to get yourself better because nobody's going to do it for you. Not your wife, not your husband, not your friend.
I mean, and yes, it's hard, but it'll get easier because once you take that step, then all the other things are going to start falling into place.
Yeah, but you
So,
have to start somewhere,
yep.
you know, and just try to do your best. Because if not, then you're not progressing. You're not, you're stagnant, and that's going to make you feel even worse.
Yeah, and just realize life's not perfect. You're going to have good days, bad days. Things aren't always going to go your way, but that shouldn't be something that will stop you
No, not at all.
because there's always, if things don't go right today, if you don't overcome the depression, you mean there's always tomorrow.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a struggle, but it's
And finding help isn't just saying, help me, and putting your hands up in the air and just waiting to see what happens.
mm,
If that's the way you're asking for help, you're not gonna heal. You're just gonna fall into this vicious cycle of pretending to be okay, moving on, and in the long run, you're only hurting yourself.
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Very well said, Gloria Rosario.
I'd be smart.
You are very smart.
Oh, thank you.
I don't care what the kitty says. I swear, cats are just. Why are they the way they are?
Animals in general.
Would you say that these animals help your depression at all?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And there's nothing like, you're cool,
Well,
but
that goes without saying.
but when I walk in and my animals are greeting me, it's like, like, I don't know how to explain it.
We got yelled at today when we came in the door. Your cat was yelling at us.
Yes, she was. We missed feeding time.
Oh, she did not like that.
No.
She saw us and she's like, meow. She's yelling at us.
No, I love my animals. And sometimes it's just sitting and forcing my cat to pet me. Or no, wait. Forcing my cat
To
to
love.
love me.
It's a cat. They don't care.
They don't care. And my poor dog just falls apart trying to, love you. It's just, I love animals. So,
Animals are better than people.
oh my God, yes. Sometimes they smell better than people, let me tell you.
Yes, that is very true. Yes, very true. Although your doggy's kind of stinky right now.
One of them stinks.
It's the dog. Cats don't really smell.
I don't know. This one's kind of funky.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. We tried giving her a bath and that was a mistake. Why couldn't we get one of those cool cats on TikTok where they just lay in the bath like,
Well, the thing is that she likes to sit,
in the tub?
and I've caught her sitting in the sink bowl recently.
Yeah, and then she likes to steal the drain, the cover, the things that cover the drain. She likes to steal those.
Both the sink and the bath.
Yeah,
Weirdo.
she is a weirdo. Just like her mama. All right, guys. So, moral of this story is try to seek help for your depression. If you're not feeling great, you feel like depressed, you feel like there's no way out, you're finding it hard to kind of see the brighter things of life and the light at the end of the tunnel. There is help out there. You do have to put in the work. There's no way around it. Just continue doing. I mean, you're gonna, even if you're suffering through some stuff, it's not a magic thing, right? It's not just gonna go away.
No.
So you got to work at it, and you got to take the first step. So, yeah, I think that's where we're gonna leave it for this episode. And once again, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you very much. We appreciate it and would like it if you can spread the word about us. Don't forget to visit the website at sessionsandlessonsunscripted.com. Also, if you have any comments, questions, complaints about Gloria, anything, our email is sessionsandlessonsmail@gmail.com. And then head on over to the socials, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all those social media platforms. Just search us out, either my name or Sessions Lessons. You should find us. And please spread the word. I think that's it. Do you have anything to add, Mrs. Rosario?
I do.
Okay.
If for some reason you don't feel like emailing us, you can always go to the website, go to the drop down menu, and look for contribute. There, you guys can leave messages, jokes, stories, words of advice, words of encouragement, whatever it is that your little heart desires.
You guys can even, if I believe, right, Gloria, you can leave messages on Spotify and some of those streaming platforms too, right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
We have to be a little bit more vigilant with that because sometimes some people have left comments and we don't see them right away.
Yeah.
We're still learning.
Yeah, we're still learning. Gloria more than me though.
Man, and don't even get me started with all the drama that we had with technical issues.
Oh my gosh, the past like maybe week or so.
Maybe even longer.
Oh.
If it's not one thing, it's another. But we're figuring things out.
But here we are.
Yes.
And hopefully the microphones recorded all of this.
That's gonna suck.
Oh, if it
didn't. And it didn't record.
That would really suck.
All right, guys. Well, with that, we will say ta-ta.
Goodbye. See you on the next episode.